Hey guys, what's going on? Thought I'd give you an update after however many years it's been. Hope you're doing well, first of all. And honestly, I kind of forget where I left off in this little vlog series, but I remember making some videos on little haiku finder I'd made and just other little random projects. Well, shortly thereafter, I got involved with Ethereum, with writing smart contracts, and with making sites that interacted with those smart contracts. So at the time, I was thinking that maybe I've vlogged about this, I kind of forget, but at the time, I was thinking I would build my skills, build a resume, and actually get a job in that industry. And so I made a few portfolio items. I made one like a tontine type trust where you could put your ether away for a certain period, and then other people would do the same. And if you don't withdraw your ether at a certain point, then that pool would be distributed amongst all the others. It's called a tontine. It's actually like a thing that exists in real life too. Anyways, I built that. I built various other projects on Ether. I made one that was kind of like a joke, but it was actually a legit smart contract. And then I built another one, which was a social network. And the social network was very simple, but I showed it to a couple friends, and they suggested I should build it out into something more substantial because it showed promise. So I did that, ended up spending quite a bit of time on that, and it became a thing. It definitely got a lot of attention in the industry, and I worked on that for probably a little over 2 years full time. And yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun, a lot of attention, and famous investors were reaching out. I was able to meet some cool people, and kind of built something that was used by a decent number of people, and it's still used today. Actually, it's not really the same. There's like a lot of spam on there and so forth, but yeah, worked on that for quite a while. Meanwhile, I wasn't really making any money. I made a very small amount of money in a crowdfunding campaign for that, but it wasn't anything substantial. I wasn't able to start an actual business. I did have a lot of opportunity to take funding during that time, but honestly, I didn't really feel confident. Like, there's a lot of reasons why I didn't take it, but I think the root cause of it was that I didn't feel confident running a company, with a large amount of funding, because I never really worked at a startup before, and I didn't have any experience managing a team. So I think that was probably the root cause of why I didn't take investing. But the options certainly seemed to be on the table because tons and tons and tons of investors were reaching out. But in any case, I had the crowdfunding campaign, and then ended up working on a different project that was kind of tangentially related to it. This social network I built in order to make money. There was more of a kind of a financial goal related to this alternate product that I was making. And it was also related to the crowdfunding campaign. So I ended up launching that, and it was not a commercial success, unfortunately, despite I was pretty confident it was going to work, but unfortunately it didn't. And then I was out of money. In fact, I was in debt. I was in credit card debt at that point. So I really had to get a job. And I looked around. Through the project I'd made, which gave me visibility in the industry, I was able to get a kind of a consulting job, contracting kind of situation, which I'm grateful for. It was a good experience, but it wasn't. It was short-lived, and it wasn't really the experience that it. Yeah, it could have been better. I'm trying to be polite here, but I learned a lot, and it was a valuable experience for me for sure. And then shortly thereafter, I was contacted by someone else that I'd met through this project in the social network I'd built, and it was a new startup, and they were looking for a backend developer. And I said, you know what? These people seem cool. They've been, users of my previous product, and I thought, all right, let's do this for I think initially it was like a couple months. There was a specific task they had to have done, And so I did that for them, and then they took me on full time. And that was about 2 years ago, and I've been with them ever since. Basically, a startup in the crypto space, and it's been great. It's been really good. It's definitely I've definitely learned a lot. I'm in a leadership position now, so I've experienced managing a team, and yeah, I feel like I've definitely leveled up my skills in several areas. But unfortunately, I haven't had time to pursue any side projects. I have a few side projects that I had from before, and it's been hard enough just kind of keeping those up and going. But I literally haven't made any code pushes to those or anything in quite a while. It's just hard. When you have a full-time job where you have responsibility, it's like, okay, like, how are you going to carve out time to work on these other things, to really put in all this energy into these other things? And this isn't like a 9 to 5 type job. It sometimes is, but a lot of the time it can require a lot of energy. So, yeah. Do I still have the entrepreneurial drive? Do I want to continue working on side projects and whatnot? Yeah, I do. And so, yeah, and I'll get to that later, probably in a different video. But I guess I'll just leave it at that. This is kind of what's happened the last several years. But another thing I'll say is that about a year and a half ago, I moved to Mexico during the pandemic, and I figured, if I'm gonna be locked down, why not be by the beach, etc., where things are cheap, rather than in the Bay Area where I was before, right? So, so yeah, I did that. Spent a year and a half in Mexico, and now I'm in Spain, and I don't know if I'll stay here, but it's a nice change. It's a little colder than Mexico, but yeah, that's just kind of where I am world-wise, and I check my little list here. Yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. I do plan to make more vids. I don't know if they'll be exactly along the lines of kind of the purpose of this channel that I laid out in the first videos. But I want to put out, information that's relevant for entrepreneurs and for people who now are traveling, like me, and who are doing kind of like, digital nomad type work. Although I haven't really been moving so much per se. It's more like I was in Mexico for a set amount of time. Actually, before that, I was somewhere else too. But I thought it would be kind of interesting to just recount some stories I've learned, some things I've learned, through story. At the job, and just various things have come up, and I thought, oh, like, wow, that would have been probably an interesting video. So anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I hope you all have been well. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I thought, what, why not, yeah, trying to trying to expand my range of what I do during the day. It's become a little bit Groundhog Day-ish recently, so here you go. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.